In our storyboarding process, we've decided to draw all the different shots that we'd like to include on individual bits of paper, like this shot of her in the shower with wet hair, or this close-up of her hands tapping on a keyboard, and then organising them in different orders until we find a structure that we're happy with.
Since our kind of group presentation to the class, we realised the structure of our trailer wasn't exactly how we imagined it. We couldn't see it clearly enough, so we came up with a new format where the protagonist is actually speaking to a webcam, like she's addressing a group of girls, a group like a school, like a broadcast. We've seen this in quite a few films before where people kind of address the public as they're doing these strange things. So we're having interchangeable shots between her talking to a webcam and the events of the film, so we think that will give us a better structure to go with.
We've also been thinking a lot about how we want our trailer to start and end, and although we haven't come up with a definitive ending yet, we think the beginning is going to be her adjusting the webcam like this and then talking to it.
While we're storyboarding, we realised that we need to make the concept that she's got a fake identity quite clear to the audience. So we're going to have a shot of her fake Facebook profile, including the trailer, but we're not going to film the screen with the camera, and so like the light will be quite reflective and it won't be as good unless we use software where we can film the screen, so there'll be no glare.
Whilst we've been storyboarding, we've realised that the black screen is going to be really important in our structure.
For time changes as the story progresses, as it gets worse.
It's also just a convention of a trailer. It helps it move along. It helps us to put in loads of clips without them all blending into one. So if we want to show the diversity between one shot to another, if we want to show the differentiation, then we need the black gaps to identify.
While storyboarding, we also realised that we may have had too many signifying shots that were purely for signifiers, like red dye being dropped into water or a dripping tap. And although we want to include some of these shots, we have to remember that not to include just them, but include signifiers within the other shots, like of her in her room and stuff, rather than just really obvious ones.